Hello students, welcome to Computer Hardware Lab class for 6th semester electronic students. As already we have covered up experiment 1 and experiment 2. Now on today class I should discuss about the experiment 3. So let's start with the experiment 3. Experiment 3. So your aim of the experiment is to study the overview of front panel and back panel of your system, and the equipment required is personal computer. Front panel of CPU. Now see this picture. This is the front panel of your CPU. What are the options are there? As you know, you are having the CD drive, and here the tray open button is there. So when you press this button, automatically the CD drive or DVD drive is opened. Okay. And another slot is also there for your CD or DVD drive. Okay. And this one, the extra slot is there. This one and parallelly this one also. Means previously on your CPU you may attach the floppy drive related to 5.25 inches of floppy drive or your 3.5 inches of floppy drive also. Okay, so these are the extra slots are there where 5.25 inches of floppy drive can be attached, and here only the 3.5 inches of floppy drive can be installed here only. Okay. So, but nowadays the floppy that 5.25 and 3.5 floppy drive is not available. That is totally outdated. That's why this slot is totally closed with a plate. Okay. And here the ports are there. That ports is nothing but USB port is there, and headphone or mic ports are also available here also. And as per your CPU, one switch is there, that is called your power switch. So when you press this power switch, your CPU becomes on, and here also one reset button is there. Okay, so see CD drive, this is the drive where any external CD or DVD can be inserted. And as per floppy drive, this is the drive where any external floppy can be inserted. And power button means what? It is the button where the power can supply into the system. Reset button, it is to restart the system. USB port, it is used to attach any keyboard, mouse, printer or pen drive also. Headphone or your mic port. Okay, so headphone or mic ports is used to attach headphones or speakers also. Next is LED. It is the indicator which shows the power supply current is going on into the system or not. Okay, so this is the LED. Okay, now see what is the major difference between your power button and your reset button. Power button is used for switch on your system, that is nothing but called for booting your system, which is related to cold boot. Means previously you shut down your system properly, now you are booting your system with a proper procedure, that is called your cold boot, and which is related to your power switch. And what about your reset button? Reset button is nothing but used for forcibly booting your system. So forcibly booting means what? Think about whenever you are working with your system, maybe your system is getting hanged due to some problem. Okay, so if your system is getting hanged, you have to start your system or restart your system forcibly. Okay, so when you need that type of option, you may press this reset button, or from the keyboard you may press the Control, Alt and Del key parallelly. Okay, so this type of booting procedure is nothing but called your forcibly booting or warm booting. means your booting is having two types. One is your cold boot, another one is your warm boot. That cold boot is properly when your system is shut down, and next day when you start, that is called cold boot. And whenever you are starting your system forcibly, that is called your warm boot or forcible boot. Okay. Now this one is your back panel of CPU. Okay. Now see this picture. This is the total back panel of a CPU. Now see from the first point. So this 3-pin port is nothing but called your power connector, where you should pass the power here only. Okay, so AC currents should be passed to your system. Clear? Now this one is nothing but your power supply. This total option is nothing but called your power supply or your SMPS, and this fan is nothing but called your power supply cooling fan. Okay, we remember this total thing is your power supply or SMPS. Okay, inside this SMPS, this power connector is there to go in the power into your power supply. Okay, and for this fan is nothing but called your power supply cooling fan. Okay, now go for this section. These are the ports or connectors are there. Okay, now see the first two ports. These are small circles ports are there. One color is purple, another one is your green. These are called your PS2 keyboard connector or PS2 mouse connector port. Okay, so this is the PS2 port. Now go for the serial COM port. This one is your serial COM port. Okay, and this one is your parallel port, which is for your printer, and VGA port is there for attaching your monitor. Case cooling fan is there. Then these are the USB ports are there, and for microphone jacks are there. One is audio in and out jacks are available. Then Ethernet LAN port is there. This one is the Ethernet LAN port, or it can be pronounced as RJ45 connector port, where the Ethernet or LAN connection can be made. Okay, and these are the expansion slots are there. Clear? And here the RJ11 modem ports is there related to 56 kbps, or this one is your 10 or 100 Mbps RJ45 Ethernet connector is there. Here you have to connect the LAN, and this one is for connecting the modem. Okay, and these are the some screws are there, which is also pronounced as thumb screw. Clear? Now see, SMPS is your, as you know, switch mode power supply. It is having 3-pin power connector to supply AC current into the system. The unit provides all the electrical power needed by all the components of the computer. Okay. Now power supply cooling fan. This fan cool the SMPS. PS2 connector. This is 6-pin female port used to connect keyboard and mouse. So be remember the port pin. Okay. So these are the female port, and this serial one is your male port. Okay. Now see, 6-pin is there. As per PS2, 6-pin is there. Okay. Then for the serial, this is 9-pin male port used to connect the keyboard also. Okay. This one is your male port. And VGA port is there. This one is your 15-pin female port used for connecting the VGA cable, or that is nothing but called your monitor cable. And parallel port is, this is 25-pin female port used to connect the printer. Clear? So be remember the number 6, 9, 15 and 25. 6 is for this PS, 9 serial, then 15 is your VGA, and parallel is having 25. Okay. Now USB port, this port can connect up to 127 peripherals such as mouse, keyboard, printer and pen drive etc. at once. Okay, USB port can be used. Then RJ45 LAN port, the Ethernet port accepts an Ethernet cable which allows you to communicate on a network that runs transmission control protocol, or that is nothing but called your internet protocol. Okay, and audio jack is there for mic port, pink one is there, and audio for speaker, which one is your green, and blue one is your line in port. Okay, and expansion slot is used for what purpose? So an expansion slot is a socket on the motherboard. It is used to insert an expansion card or circuit board which provides additional features to a computer such as video card, sound card, advanced graphic card, or Ethernet or memory card. Okay, and next is your RJ11 port, that telephone modem card with RJ11 female connectors to the phone line and the telephone. Okay, so these are the detailed information about your front panel and back panel of a CPU.